Rainollon here. Today is yet again another build showcase, and it's the Hate Incarnon. So, let us immediately start. Let's start with the mods first. So the mods I'm using on my Hate Incarnon, I'm using Prime Reach for +3 range, Berserker's Fury for 70% attack speed after 2 kills, Galvanized Elementalist for status damage, Galvanized Steel for critical chance. Both of them have the exact same system, so after 4 kills they're going to give you something. Galvanized Elementalist gives you 120% status chance, and Galvanized Steel gives you 120% critical damage. Blood Rush and VP wounds are here, so we're going to have 12x combo all the time, which means the VP wounds is going to give us 440% status chance, and Blood Rush is going to give us 440% critical chance. Shocking Touch gives us electricity, Condition Overload, which gives you plus 8% melee damage per status type affecting a target. This is going to help you a ton with single target DPSing. So these are the mods. For the Arcane melee influence, we have electricity. On electricity status effect, we can spread every elemental status effect to in a 20-meter radius for 18 seconds. This is going to help you out a ton with clear, and it's quite nice. For the stats, the attack speed is below average, but we get a ton of attack speed from Berserker's Fury. Range is good. Combo duration is 5 seconds. We are going to use primary secondary dexterity, which will increase it from 5 to 20 seconds. Follow through is not that good. Rim disposition is good. Critical chance, critical damage, attack speed, or electricity, and you can remove this or this. You can also do like increased damage, critical chance, critical damage, and remove this if you want. That's also fine. Critical chance is good. Crit multi is amazing. Status chance is good. Total damage on the regular form is good. This weapon does transform from the base form to the Incarnon form, and it does get much more damage, which is really good. So those are the stats, the mods, the Arcane, and before people ask, what about the Hate mod called the Burning Hate? When Hate damages enemies afflicted with a heat status effect, they become vulnerable to 120% more status damage. So this is when you proc heat, but because we have electricity, the heat from the projectile that your Hate releases will combine with the electricity and it will turn into radiation. So this doesn't work. If you aren't using your typical influence setup and you are proccing heat or using a Warframe that has heat, yeah, go for it. You can remove this for that if you want. For the evolutions, the first evolution, when you reach 6-cent combo, you use your alternative fire mode button, which is the middle mouse, to transform it from the base form to Incarnon form. You get double damage, sprint speed, and parkour velocity. Second evolution increases your base damage by 30. When the weapon is equipped, you get 100% combo counter chance, so that means you get twice as more when you hit enemies, which is quite good. Evolution 3 plus range, this is also fine. You can also do something like combo duration if you want. And the final evolution is evolution 4, increases your base critical chance by 6 and base chance by 10. So those are the evolutions. And I think it's time for me to show you this weapon in game. So I'm going to use Hate Incarnon, no secondary, no primary. Primary secondary just going to be there for the primary secondary dexterity to increase my duration on my combo. And I'm not going to use Sentinel Dog or Cat. Ember is just here for survivability, and that's it. So let's start. And we are in. Up against the corrupted enemies at the Void. Steel Path, of course, it's a survival. I'm going to show you this weapon here. No buffs or armor strip, just raw damage from the weapon itself. So the once you reach 6x or above, press the alternative fire mode button, which is the middle mouse, to transform this weapon from the base form to the Incarnon form. And when you transform it, your Hate releases a projectile that hits an enemy, does a little bit of damage, and then after a second, it will detonate, explodes in a small radius, proccing heat. But because we have electricity heat combined, it gives you radiation. So you can see when I toss, I'm proccing radiation procs. Yep, that's how it works. So that's why I'm not using Burning Hate, because it doesn't work on this build. On the influence setup, it doesn't work. Like it said at the build part of the video, you can technically use like Ember's first ability or something like that, or Thermal Transfer, to give yourself a flat electricity that doesn't combine, not electricity, heat that doesn't combine, and with that you will be able to proc heat, radiation, and electricity, which is going to help you out a ton, and you can of course utilize Burning Hate with that. Swing, swing, swing. This is one of the better Incarnons in this game. Scythes are quite good. They have a guaranteed chance to proc slash on a heavy attack. And especially like Harmony and Hate, their base damage and how they function is quite good. So when you want to like burst down an enemy, just do one heavy attack swing at that enemy, which you can also aim at their heads by looking like slightly like here, and do this, and that will headshot. And when you headshot enemies, it will also do more damage, which is quite obvious. And yes, you can melee enemies' heads in this game. A lot of people don't know that, but you can. There are some stances that do a uppercut that goes downwards, and that can headshot enemies, and you can do much more damage. Swing, swing, swing. That's it. There's nothing special about it. It's a very powerful Incarnon, and the Incarnon form gives you the projectile that you can constantly release every time you swing. And that's it. That's pretty much it with Hate. One of the best melee weapons in this game. I would highly recommend for you to get one. Good luck getting one. Farming Stalker is kinda hella boring. Maybe for you guys it isn't, but for me it truly is. And if I remember correctly, I think Hate is like the lowest percentage-wise to drop of all of the melee weapons that he has. You have to gamble Dread, you have to gamble Despair, and Broken Vor, I think, and Vor, Blueprint, and then Hate, and it's like a massive gamble. But once you get one, it's overall one of the best melee weapons in this entire game. But for both regular holding E and heavy attack. Swing, swing, swing. You can see this guy, he disappeared. Alright, the Acolyte is here. You again. Alright, let's see. Electricity is killing her. She's like below us. There she is. Heavy attack. Boom. And if she somehow survives the heavy attack, you'll have a guaranteed chance to proc that slash, and that slash is going to chunk the hell out of her. And all of the Acolytes. That's the Acolyte. He spawned in and despawned. Swing, swing. I think I lost my... No, I didn't. Let's do another heavy attack. There we go. Oh my god, I think I saw like a 500,000 red damage. Let's do one more. Let's see. Oh, do it here. Boom. I think I saw like a 135,000 slash proc. But I didn't have 12x. And this is also isn't a heavy attack build. Let's see. Yeah, 148,000 damage per dot from slash. It's really good. Also, you need to remember slash did get kind of nerfed after the health and armor changes. So they buffed up the health, but they like fixed the amount of armored enemies can have. So it's much weaker, but it's still like chunked, that heavy gunner. Alright, that's it here. Heavy attack. Boom. Oh, I think I saw like a 500,000 dot. Yeah, that's good. Alright, time for me to leave. I think I'm done here, and I'll be right back. I completely forgot about Hate, to be honest. I was supposed to make one like a couple of months ago, but I just forgot. So yeah, this was a very late Hate build. And yeah, Hate, Incarnon, really good. It's one of the best melee weapons. Go for it, if you have the Hate, if you're lucky. If you don't, good luck. Farming Stalker is just hella boring, and it takes way too long. But yeah, that's the build, and I hope you enjoy the build. Thank you yet again everybody for watching. Leave a like, sub, and of course, see you all next time. Thank you. Goodbye.